And President Donald Trump's return to the White House has reignited America's fiercest political battle on immigration. With mass deportations now underway and sanctuary cities under attack, Democratic leaders are pushing back and hard. In New Jersey, Governor Phil Murphy made a shocking admission about sheltering an asylum seeker, triggering legal threats from the White House border czar. Meanwhile, in California, Attorney General Rob Bonta is vowing to protect immigrants and LGBTQ+ students from ICE arrests and deportations. How far will this fight go? Our next report brings you all the details.
The second Trump presidency has begun with the familiar battle cry: immigration crackdown at all costs. And since the president's orders, in just 2 weeks, ICE has deported 8,000 people. And even border crossings attempts have dropped by 60%. Trump's executive orders have removed previous restrictions, making anyone living in the country illegally a target. And even sanctuary city leaders are now at risk. The message is clear: cooperate or face consequences. Now adhering to their promise, the crackdown is swift. The fear is real, but in deep blue states, the resistance is mounting. And nowhere is the tension clearer than in New Jersey. At a recent panel discussion, New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy made stunning confession. He hinted that he and his wife have considered housing an undocumented migrant in their home.
Tammy and I were talking about, I don't want to get into too much detail, but there's someone in our broader universe whose immigration status is not yet at the point that they are trying to get it to. And we said, you know what, let's have her live at our house above our garage. And good luck to the feds coming in to try to get her.
After his remarks, the audience fell silent, but the backlash was instant. Critics erupted demanding his arrest. "This is sick," one person wrote. "I hope ICE goes after him," another added. Even Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, wasted no time in responding and threatened legal action.
I think the governor is pretty foolish saying what he said because I've gotten a hold of it. We won't let it go. We'll look into it. Then, if he's knowingly harboring and concealing an illegal alien, that's a violation of Title VIII, United States Code 1324. I will seek prosecution, or the Secretary will seek prosecution.
And then soon after the mounting backlash, Murphy's office scrambled to clarify. They insisted the person in question was still in the US legally, but still in the process of securing their status. But the damage was done. The controversy had exploded. Now New Jersey isn't the only state bracing for battle. California Attorney General Rob Bonta has also vowed to fight back against Trump's latest wave of immigration. Bonta has doubled down on his promise of keeping illegal immigrants living in California safe and secure, including keeping illegal immigrants that are in schools away from ICE agents.
We want to make sure our schools have all the information and all the resources they need so they don't get bullied or confused into violating any student's rights. I want to encourage schools to immediately contact legal counsel if they receive any request from ICE or find ICE agents on campus. But let me be clear. The President's order has no impact on California's law generally precluding state and local officials from assisting with federal government with immigration enforcement. The federal government cannot commandeer us, conscript us, state and local law enforcement or state public institutions to carry out their inhumane policies. They may do their job lawfully, but they cannot force the state or local law enforcement agencies to do their job for them.
Democrats in California are reacting to Trump rescinding a policy that prevented ICE from arresting undocumented migrants at schools, churches, and hospitals, regardless of their age and gender. The result, immigrant families are pulling their children out of classes, terrified that ICE agents could show up at any moment.
On the other side, I have Immigrants Built America, because who's someone who does your crops? It's immigrants. They're the ones in the fields. Who picks up your trash? It's immigrants. They're the ones that are cleaning out the offices, the bathrooms, everywhere you work. They're the ones that clean up. They're not the ones that are sitting in an office desk doing paperwork. They're the ones behind everything.
But Bonta is holding his ground. He's having none of it. He declared that California schools are and will remain a welcoming, inclusive and safe place for all. He wants school leaders to be resolute and resist ICE if agents show up on campuses.
No matter how you look, where you're from, what language you speak, how you pray, who you love, or how you identify. That includes ensuring that our schools are welcoming, inclusive, and safe for all students and educators. All Californians will always have an ally in me.
The teachers' unions are mobilizing. School officials are scrambling to protect students, and Democratic governors are bracing for legal battles. Without a doubt, Trump's first 15 days back in office have sent shockwaves through the country. Murphy, Bonta and other blue state leaders are standing firm, and their battle lines are drawn. The real question is, how far will Trump and his border czar go, and who will be left standing?
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we put together for you. Touted as the minimum defense from that video. India's neighbors were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout this week. Yes, Hindu Mandir in we're on our way to Tel Aviv. Measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
We were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote effort. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion. 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.